Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, good Tuesday evening, everyone. Hopefully you had a great Tuesday afternoon. It was a pretty windy, pretty chilly afternoon out there. We did enjoy abundant sunshine, but we do have some pretty big weather changes on the way. We may have an opportunity of a few showers very late Thursday into Friday. We'll talk about that, but really the bigger weather story is as we get into this upcoming weekend. This Arctic blast still appears to be on the way. And it appears as though there's also going to be a mix of maybe some freezing rain and maybe some wintry mix coming along with it as well. There are some important new details that I want to get to coming up momentarily. But speaking of the wind, as we went through the day today, these were your peak wind gusts. And again, you can see most locations 40 plus. This is since midnight. Before midnight, there were even a few locations 50 to maybe even 60 miles per hour. So again, regardless, even for here in North Texas, that was some extreme wind, obviously, that we were dealing with. The winds are completely lying down now, heading into the evening. Again, you can see compared to 40 mile per hour gust, we're talking about some 10, some 15 mile per hour gusts. Then again, you can see your temperatures through the 40s. Still a bit of a wind chill factor heading into the evening as well. So this is what we did this afternoon. These were your daytime highs. Again, locally in the Metroplex, DFW topped out right around 50. Other locations you can see generally upper 40s, again to right around 50. Similar story even around North Texas. A few lower 50s down to the southwest. And take a look at Paris, Texas. Only made it into the mid 40s for daytime highs. So radar completely quiet. No opportunity of any precipitation. Clear skies again heading into the evening and the overnight. But there goes our weather maker, right? That's what brought us the rain yesterday. That's what's been bringing us all the crazy wind now over the last 12 hours. And it continues to cause all kinds of active precipitation, rainstorms, severe weather across parts of the eastern seaboard, all the way down into the Florida Peninsula. And look on the northern fringes of that system. That is now also a big-time winter weather maker as well, especially up across parts of New England, even back over through the Great Lakes region. Obviously, that continues to move away and is no longer going to be a concern for us. Again, as the winds continue to diminish, big, deep area of low pressure, pressure gradient winds, we call it. Again, as that pulls away, the winds are diminishing and essentially we'll be out of the influence of that storm system. But like I mentioned, our attention truly begins to turn off to the north, and in fact, up into parts of Canada. And this is where we have some, you use the term cold loosely in this situation because it's not even just cold. This is bitterly cold. This is Siberian air. This is Arctic air. And again, in the blue, that's a little bit of Canadian air, right? Siberian air being the coldest of all three. And again, this air mass is going to become displaced. It's going to slide down into the Great Plains. And again, as that happens, it is going to push a pretty decent cold front, an Arctic cold front down into our area. And again, like I mentioned, Sunday into Monday into Tuesday, maybe even lingering into the middle parts of next week, we've got a dramatic change in our weather. Again, we're talking about a significant opportunity of a freeze around the area as well. And again, you can see it right there as that air mass does become displaced. Now, before we get there, the one other thing I do want to highlight, again, as we go through tonight, even as we go through tomorrow, Wednesday, and even through most of Thursday, we're quiet. But Thursday night, early Friday morning, there's going to be an opportunity of a couple, you see it right there. If you blink, you miss it, a couple showers around. And there is some data that's going to chill our temperatures down some. It may just be a very light, scattered, showery opportunity, but I do still want to watch that as well. And again, that would be very late Thursday, early Friday morning. Then basically for the rest of Friday, we're dry. Saturday, we're dry. And then Sunday into Monday, completely different story. I'll show you that on my 12-day coming up. So lows tonight, again, generally lower to mid-30s. It's going to be a pretty cold night with the lighter winds. These would be your wind chills you can see out the door tomorrow morning. There still may be a few wind chills in the middle 20s, so keep that in mind. But we turn the corner as we go through tomorrow afternoon. In fact, generally some lower to even a few mid-60s around the area, back down into the mid-30s. That would be Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And then as we go through Thursday, 60s, even a few 70s. All this looks great. But of course, at that point in time, we'll then have that Arctic front, again, just looming off to our north. So the updated 12-day forecast, really the next 2 days, enjoy those. Again, high temperatures back in the 60s. Again, could be a couple showers Thursday night, early Friday morning. You can see, I think we need to watch the timing of that. And then again, you can see by Sunday into Monday, here comes that Arctic blast and an opportunity at precip.